Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance. First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Red's 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. He'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now it's 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on. Ha! The area ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
The weather will clear shortly.
The storm's passing.
Getting used to it?
After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces should be the perfect warm-up. Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority. Go ahead and close the iDroid. Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope? See the village? Straight ahead? To the right. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is. Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way.
He can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and these. You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
Why don't you do a little more practice in those ruins? Shooting, taking cover, climbing obstacles. See to it that 9-year gap doesn't slow you down. Even the sheerest cliffs are climbable if there are cracks you can use as handholds. You might even find some unexpected routes that way. Keep an eye out for cracks on your travels. That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime. That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price. Also known as absinthium. That's used to make your phantom cigars.
Marker placed.
It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat. That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Hold it. There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly.
Where are your friends?
Русский speak, please. Вы говорите по-русски?
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain. If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation.
Spit it out.
I don't know.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight. gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
Guard post captured.
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
You have arrived at your destined sun or set.
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration, but your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy. You're almost at the enemy outpost, Violo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing
Extraction
in. Start with
arrives
some
at
recon.
motorbase.
Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
Extraction arrived at motorbase.
Yeah.
hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain.
Why Dikelia?
The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dikelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dikelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there. A dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward. Parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there. Hey, that's...
You have arrived at your destination.
So you picked up an intel file.
Extraction.
Now we know where Miller
arrived at
is.
Motorbase.
I'm marking it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated. Marker removed. Marker placed.
Посмотришь, что будет зимой, молодой. Тут холодно, как нигде на земле.
Дед Мороз наш друг. С ним, душманом, живется туго.
Я вырос в Крыму, ты из Беларуси. Совершенно разные места. Кроме того, я наконец-то увижу дочку. Я уже не дождусь.
Hiding on horseback allows you to stay out of sight even while on the move. It's effective for avoiding enemy guard posts and long-range reconnaissance patrols. Mortar shells travel in a curved trajectory, meaning they hit from up above you. Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Anytime you need advice, just give me a call.
Yeah.
It's an enemy guard post. Watch yourself. It's a heavy machine gun. Packs far more power than any rifle. You can either use it yourself or destroy it. Either way, best keep in mind some way to deal with it.
Скажи, как прошла та вылазка на душманов?
Информация была правильная. Они осели в заброшенном кишлаке в Аверпранг. Мы выдвинулись и взяли их всех сразу. Все они оказались таджиками.
Откуда была информация?
От душманов.
Чего?
Он выдавал себя за жителя кишлака. Он на самом деле был Хамидом.
Хамид?
Пуштунские боевики. Не базируются вокруг пакистанской границы.
Предали своих же?
Они себя таковыми не считают. Они братья по религии, не по крови. Это хороший шанс для Хамида. Теперь они могут закрепиться в этой области.
Следующий раз они уже будут врага.
Ага, у этих Хамидов хорошее оружие. Благодаря американцам.
Нам нужно быть осторожнее.
Точно. Береги себя. Что происходит?
Black carrot. It's something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
Yeah.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You've reached one day. They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your iDroid for his location. I hope to hell he's all right. He's not your average client.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. If you stand up and run around, you'll make it easier for them to spot you. You can use your prosthetic arm to make a knocking sound anywhere and lure the enemy. You can also select empty magazines to throw from among your support weapons. Press up against obstacles like walls to hide from the enemy and protect yourselves from attack. This is taking cover. Whenever the enemy is nearby, your first thought should be to take cover.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
be dawn soon.
momentarily.
Your surroundings will be easier to see, but that goes for the enemy as well. The guard detail in Soviet outposts changes in the morning, too. Watch yourself. That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
Что это? Не делай этого!
It's me. I'm here to get you out.
Snake.
They do something to your eyes?
No, it's just bright as all. Took you so long.
We'll talk, but not here.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated.
Well,
age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right? Boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear him. Kept you waiting, huh? Come on. Say it for old time's sake.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Everything. But we've got to look ahead. There's something I want to show you.
Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Extraction
Boss,
arrived.
whatever
at
that
Motorways.
mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Caution.
You're
are
leaving the
about to
mission
leave
area.
mission
You're not
area.
giving up, are you?
Yeah.
That's Miller. You can't just leave him there. You're heading outside the mission area. Looks like they're gone.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Our men, survivors from 9 years ago, were wiped out in minutes. I don't know what they want, but it's them. No mistake.
Put Miller in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
For the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future. And they took it away. home. Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of sight for sight. Picking up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all.
Just like a damn fiddle!
Help me, Snake. Chico.
It all ends soon, exactly as I've planned. Give my regards to your boss when you get home.